All right, we're back. We go into Second Ezra, the first chapter, and the 32nd verse, because man, we was doing some wicked things. You know, the wicked, those angels that were wicked, that sinned against the Most High. Look what it says in Second Ezra 1 and 32. Say, I send unto you my servants, the prophets, right? So the servants are the Israelites, the prophets. Look at Baruch. Hold us prove that. Go to the book in the Apocrypha. We hear Baruch 3 and 36, proving that we as the Israelites are the servants of the Most High. He hath found out all the way of knowledge and hath given it unto Jacob his servant. See? Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, his servant. And to Israel his beloved. See? To the Israelites his beloved. So now we're looking at Second Ezra, the first chapter, the 32nd verse. Look what we did. I mean, that's why I say he had to put them into darkness, man. Chains of darkness till the judgment. They're going to be paid. They're going to pay for this. Second book of Ezra, the first chapter, the 32nd verse. I send unto you my servants, who we just proved are the Israelites, the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain, and torn their bodies in pieces. And that's wicked, man. They didn't only kill them, they tore their bodies in pieces. The prophets of the Most High, whose blood I will require of your hands, said the Most High. Said they're going to have to pay. Second Ezra 15 and 8. Well, verse 7. Therefore said the Most High, so you understand who's talking. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore said the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jacob's name being changed to Israel, who became the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, who we are. He said, behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore said the Most High, I will surely avenge them, and receive to me all the innocent blood from among them. Say, go to Revelation, the 6th chapter. The 6th chapter, and we're going to look at verse 8. Revelation 6 and 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, right? And his name that sat upon it was Death. See? And hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. This power given to the Edomites, who was as death and hell. That's why Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7 says, what they're going to say, when the righteousness is being set up on this earth, the kingdom's coming on this earth, they're going to say, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah. We've gone through deserts, well, there lay no way. But as for the way of the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua, we have not known it, as it is written. Because they're called death and hell followed after this pale horse. And power was given unto them, not this one person, but them as a nation over the fourth part of the earth. That's why they ruling the whole earth. That's why I tell you in 2 Ezra 6 and 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword. That's his blessing. To live by the sword and have the fatness of the land. To kill with sword and with hunger. That's what we're seeing now. First we were seeing, a lot of our brothers being killed and fulfilling Zechariah 11 and 5, who oppressed and slay them and hold themselves not guilty. The brother was not guilty over and over again. And now you see this hunger he bringing in. Why is it that all of the, so many of the meat processing plants are catching on fire? Why is it that baby formula, the baby formulas, we don't have anymore? Feed the babies. Got to import them from Europe somewhere. Hunger, you see? And with death. And with the beast of the earth. You see? We fought in the Colosseums. Lions, tigers, and bears. That's why the great general Septimius Severus said, man, I'm going out here fighting these wars, looking up in the stands. You see that movie, The Gladiator? That's us. We the Israelites, that was us. Out there fighting lions and tigers and bears, and with the beasts of the earth, Paul had to escape from beasts eating him up. You see? That's what they always done. And when he had opened this fifth seal, with prophecy, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High, martyrs, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried, like we just been hearing in the books of Ezra, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Most High, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? But what did he say? What did he say he's going to do? Don't get them. Second Ezra 15 and 8. Verse 7, therefore said the Most High, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, as we hearing, and the souls of the just complain continually. What they complaining? What they saying? Revelation 6 and 10. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Most High, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? 2 Ezra 15 and 8. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually, saying what you just heard them say. And therefore said the Most High, I will surely avenge them. That's the answer to those that's crying, that have died, been put to death for the word of the Most High. He said, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. What are you going to get them? Revelation 6 and 11. And white robes were given unto every one of them. And it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were. For what? The word of the Most High should be fulfilled. See, prophecy. That's going to happen. And it's already happened. My brother Raiah was maliciously gunned down. He crying too to the Most High. When he going to avenge the blood of them that put him to death. We know this coming. Since we in Revelation 6, let's continue. And I beheld, when he had opened the sixth seal, prophecy, and lo, of destruction, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. I don't know about them blood moons, but you ain't gonna see nothing. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth. Stars of heaven, he's talking about the stars in the sky. It's talking about like movie stars, celebrities, and so forth. Those that are not keeping the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Because look, go to Ecclesiastes 43, let you know I ain't talking about no stars in the sky. It says, Ecclesiastes 43:9, it says, the beauty of heaven, the glory of the stars, an ornament giving light in the highest places of the Most High. At the commandment of the Most High, the Holy One, they will stand in their order. Wherever the Most High put them in their place in the beginning, in Genesis, and never faint in their watches. See? They never going to faint in their watches. They're going to be shining right there. So we're not talking about them. Let's talk about people that think they somebody in this earth. And the stars of heaven, Revelation 6 and 13, and the stars of heaven fell into the earth. Even as the fig tree casts her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. You know, it's letting you know, ain't no wind bringing those stars down from the sky. We had wind, all kind of wind. Don't affect no stars. It's talking about people. They're going to fall to the earth. Master Rashai said if it wasn't for the elect's sake, wouldn't be nobody left, no flesh left. This is what he's going to do. And the heaven departed as a scroll. You see that scroll behind me, right? Just like we can look at nuclear bomb. And the heaven departed as a scroll, like they dropped that nuclear bomb on Nagasaki and Hiroshima in Japan. How it comes up like a scroll, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain, island were moved out of their places. See? And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, as they hide in their little fallout shelters and so forth, the places that they got underground to live in, ever since before year 2000. They've been building these underground bunkers and so forth, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, Most High, and from the wrath of the Lamb, because he's coming to judge and make war. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? That's why he said, man, Jeremiah 16:16. He said, hey, behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Most High, and they shall fish them. That's what we're doing right now. But those that have ears to hear and eyes to see, and that really want to be redeemed from this wicked world. And after, it's only so long that you're going to be able to hear this truth as you hear it now, because they're trying to stop the Bible from being brought out, period. He said, and after will I send for many hunters. Hear that? Remember they said they're going to fall into the little bunkers underground, the mountains, say, fall on us and hide them from the face of the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua. He said, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain. See, they're going to be in the mountains. And from every hill, and out of the holes of the rock, just like we just said. But mine eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. You hear what he said? And first, I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double. Double. Because they have defiled my land, the land he loved is Israel. They have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. The Most High know. He know what they're doing over there. Though it don't seem like you might know, the Most High know. Remember, his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men. So he's going to get them. You know, Amos 9 and 8. Judgment is coming. Just a matter of where you're going to be at when it escalate to bring forth these prophecies. Only a few prophecies that we looking at got to happen. Because it's knocking at the door right now, y'all. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Most High, that's 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and their secret things. Behold, the eyes of the Most High and women, behold, the eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom. What are you going to do to this sinful kingdom? And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. So you're going to destroy it from off the face of the earth. Saving, you're going to save somebody. That I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob. You're not going to utterly destroy the family of the Israelites, said the Most High. For lo, I will command, he's going to make a command in order, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations. That's why you're looking at, we were scattered among all nations, the righteous and the wicked. You say, I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the seed, yet shall not the least, that's the 1/3, of the 12 tribes of Israel, grain fall upon the earth. But listen what he say. To all you that say you ain't got to follow the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, and say we ain't under the law. He said all the sinners, sinners the transgression of the Most High's law that you learn about in the New Testament, 1 John 3 and 4, what sin is. Sin is the transgression of the Most High's law. He took the time with his finger to write 613 laws. Moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial laws. And you can say it don't matter? So you saying, hey, you don't believe in him. You can't believe in him. You telling him that what he did, his work, his labor is in vain. When y'all saying that you're not under the law. All the sinners of my people who are the Israelites shall die by the sword. Which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Is that what they say? Ain't it gonna happen to us? God is here. You know, we gonna have peace. It ain't no peace unto the wicked. As it is written. What you gonna do when he come for you? It's gonna happen, y'all. It's going down. It's right in our face right now. Look at verse 12. That they may possess the remnant of Edom. So it's going to be a remnant of the Edomites and all the heathen. Going to be a remnant of the Edomites and all the heathen, which are called by my name, said the Most High, that doeth this. See? They done took, look at how in the Bibles, they done put themselves in the Bibles. That's why 1 Maccabees 3:48. What does it say? See, called by thy name. 3:48. You see how people love it so. And laid open the book of the law, laid open the Bible, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images, right? So they laid open the Bible, Salakia, laid open the Bible, this is the Holy Bible, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images. This is from first published by English College at Douay in 1609 AD. That's why I got to handle it with care. You see that? Wherein the heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images. There it is. Right? This is 10 years before we came into captivity, slavery, and bondage. Now, you look at Wisdom of Solomon 14, it says, but this is idolatry. This is what it says. Let's look at Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 9. It says, for the unrighteous and his unrighteousness are both alike, hateful unto the Most High. You hear that? Because y'all like to say the Most High, in your church y'all like to say the Most High hate the sin, but he loved the sinner. These are these angels that went down, Israelites that went into outer darkness. They went into outer darkness, they loved it. They loved it. They went to the heathen and asked for a license to sin. You see? The seer says, for the unrighteously and his unrighteousness are both alike, hateful unto the Most High. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. That which is made, that picture I just showed you, and all the many pictures, I got others close by, that is made, you see it, that is made, for that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. So those that made those pictures, that was lies. And the main picture that you see of everybody saying Caesar Borgia was drawn by his name was Salmon. I know it's Warner Salmon. Warner Salmon. Sallman. Warner. Warner. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles, like we just showed you an idol, shall there be a visitation. Because in the creature of the Most High, Salakia, they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men. See, that's stumbling block to the souls of men. People believing that that's the Most High who I just showed you. It said, in the beginning, God created heaven and the earth. And they had the so-called white man. I showed you the picture of him, right? Saying that he's God. He's the Most High. We're saying when the heathen opened up the book of the law, when they sought to paint the likeness of their images, it's all here. These are stumbling blocks to the souls of men and a snare to the feet of the unwise. For the devising of idols, as well, I just showed you one, was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them, the corruption of life. How you think the Most High feel? He tell you had hair of pure wool, pure and nappy hair. And here it is, y'all saying, I mean, that's if he would allow us to see him as a man. That's in telephony, you know, because he's a spirit. He's an invisible spirit, invisible power. But he at times in visions showed us an appearance of how he would be as a man. And he had hair of pure wool. Pure woolly hair. And Mashiach Shai, Philip asked him in St. John 14 and 8, hey, show us the Father. He said, hey, how long have I been with you, Philip? You seen me, you seen the Father. And Revelation 1:14 said he had hair of wool, and his feet like a fine brass if it burned, like it burned in the furnace, if it burned in the furnace. So what part of that you don't get? It is what it is. I mean, Look it up, Daniel 7 and 9, so you know. I'm not just saying something and not proving it. Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down. That's powers from the authority on this earth going to be cast down when the Mashiach shall come to judge and make war. And the Ancient of Days did sit, the one that they said hide us from. The face of him that sit up on the throne, that's him. The Ancient of Days did sit. And from the Lamb who was a Mashiach Yahushua, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. The hair on his head like the pure wool, pure nappy hair. So if the Most High got pure nappy hair, then he the Ancient of Days. Ain't nobody older than him. Job 36 and 26. You better recognize. Job 36 and 26. Behold, the Most High is great, and we know him not. Neither can the number of his years be searched out. So that's Ancient of Days. You can't even number his years. So he's telling us, Daniel 7 and 9, I beheld till the thrones were cast down. Powers from the authority on this earth going to be taken down. And the Ancient of Days, who is the Most High, did sit. The same one they said, hide us from the face of him that sit upon the throne, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool, pure nappy hair. So what's the best hair? If I might say, if the Most High got pure nappy hair, pure woolly hair, the pure woolly hair got to be the best hair, because you can do anything with it. You make it look like anybody in the world's hair. And then it go back to what? Nappy. So nappy should make you happy if you got nappy. Okay, let me stop. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. And I got to say that because, you know why? Because people think that those that don't have nappy hair, they think they got the best hair. A lot of you think they got good hair. What's good hair? Pure nappy hair. Pure wool. You mean somebody got hair better than the Most High? I don't think so. You can take nappy hair, you can make it straight, you can make it curly, you can make it any way you want to think of it, and then when it go back to its natural state, it goes back to nappy, which is pure wool. It's hair like we got. I love it. Don't that sound good? That's why I love to tell those that have been put down for having nappy hair, they got the best hair. Because everybody else, and they might even themselves, a lot of y'all want to have the look of this world when you got the best already. Got the best, why settle for less? So anything less than nappy hair would be less than nappy hair, right? Come on, man. Most High got pure woolly hair. So what hair, which one of you got better hair than the Most High? He got pure nappy hair. Which one of y'all got better hair than him? Better think. Most High name is jealous. So I don't think nobody's saying too much now. Y'all get amongst yourselves, say, I got this good hair. Yeah, good hair, right. If it ain't nappy, it ain't good. Most High good. And Most High got good, pure wool hair. So here we are. I digress. Look, we in Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 12, for the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. See, that's corrupted our people's minds, man. Our people thinking the white man gonna come back and save us. They done said it. They believe the so-called white man gonna come back and save us from the condition that we in. White folks just laugh when I ask them. They just laugh. And they shake their head no. And in front of them, and they still believe that. Man, it's sad. For by the vainglory of men, let me read verse 13. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. these pictures of these idols. For by the vainglory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end. They're going to come shortly to an end. For a father, listen at this. This is when this all started. For a father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he had made an image of his child, soon taken away, now honored him as a god, as a idol, which was then a dead man, because his son, Caesar Borgia, died before Pope Alexander VI of Rome, Rodrigo Borgia. They got a series on Showtime. You can go on YouTube. It's called The Borgias, Borgia. Might be an S on the end. And it shows their family. It shows the Last Supper picture. This picture here, this Last Supper picture, where it's just the Borgia family that y'all are worshiping and got all up in the churches and all up in your houses. It's only 5 people in this picture. That's it. Why is it that the world and most of you that dealing with calling yourself religious, you ain't figured that out? 5 people in that picture. That's it. Caesar Borgia in there 4 times, his brother in there 4 times, his daddy in there 3 times, and his mom and his sister, Lucretius. That's why let's listen to what it said. You tell me the Bible ain't real. Verse 15, for the father afflicted with untimely mourning, when he had made an image of his child, soon taken away, now honor him as a god, which was then a dead man, because Caesar Borgia died before his father, Alexander VI of Rome, Rodrigo Borgia, and delivered to those that were under him ceremonies and sacrifices. Thus in process of time, an unrighteous custom grown strong was kept as a law. And graven images were worshipped by the commandments of kings. And wicked Israelites, look what they did. We can go into, they was already doing it. They was already used to doing that. Go to 1 Maccabees 1:41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. Sound like New World Order to me. And everyone should leave his laws, so all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. What laws the heathen have? All the gods of the idols, all the gods of the nations are idols. They have no gods. They don't have no gods. They have a lot of gods, but they don't have the most high power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Let me say that. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, like y'all be consenting to the religions that you have now. But you ain't answering my question. Which one of your religions is keeping the Most High's moral laws that he wrote with his finger, civil laws that he wrote with his finger, dietary laws that he wrote with his finger, ceremonial laws that he wrote with his finger, sacrificial laws that he wrote with his finger? Going over the sacrificial laws to know what they encountered, because remember we came out, he said he didn't give us no sacrificial laws. He just told us to obey his voice. So we didn't obey him. Just tell you in 1 Corinthians 1:22, we require a sign. So we got to have a sign. So he said, go and sacrifice animals for the atonement of your sins. He ain't caring about that. He wants us to be obedient. That didn't take away our sins. Here we are now, wicked Israelites, you know, following the way of the heathen. Yeah, verse 42. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. See. But the king has sent letters by messengers to Jerusalem, where we were at in Israel, and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land. See, and that's what y'all doing now. When you're not following the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, you following strange laws of the land. Don't they say that? Don't they tell you, you got to follow the law of the land? Ain't that what they say? Y'all know they say that in them religions. But you do got to follow the law of the land, but you got to follow the laws of the Most High. I ain't following no abominable laws. So, this is what they did. And wicked Israelites joined right in with them to do just what the Most High said we not supposed to do. He just wants us to adhere and listen to his voice and do what he say do. We gonna find another way and follow the heathen. So that's why you see, going back to 2 Peter's 2 and 4. For if the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. Come on. What do you gotta take angels? He just get rid of them. If they not gonna do what he say, because I done read where the angels, they obey the Most High. They tremble before the Most High. So y'all think that there's some angels that can do whatever they want to do and disrespect the Most High? Yes or no? There are angels that are on this earth that can do what they want to do and disrespect the Most High that he created. When he said, look, they can disrespect Hamashiach Yahushua. When he said, Hebrews 1 again, you gotta bring it on back home. Hebrews 1 and 6. And again, when he bringeth in the first begotten into the world, that's a Mashiach Yahushua, coming into the world as an angel, he said, and let all the angels of the Most High worship him. And let all the angels of the Most High worship him. And of the angels, he said, who make of his angel spirits, going back to Psalms 104 and 4, and his ministers a flame of fire. That fire is the word of the Most High. That's what these angels do. They follow the word of the Most High. They're obedient. Whether they got to do something that's on the right side of the Most High, or they got to do something on the left side of the Most High. They in order. They going to do what they're supposed to do. You see? Y'all give all that credence and all that power to something outside from the Most High. Y'all better change your ways, man. Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. It's a fearful thing. I mean, you better be afraid of him to fall into the hand of the living power, Most High. Hebrews 12:29. For our power, the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is a consuming fire. You hear that? The Most High, our power, is a consuming fire. That's why you're looking at all the judgment that he says he's going to do. How do you think he feel? All this time from the beginning, we was in paradise. We was in the kingdom. We was in the kingdom. He said, remain here in the kingdom. I love you. Just do what I say, do. Don't eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, or you're going to die. Aren't you enjoying living forever? I told you you're going to live forever and ever and ever. We chose death. And we've always chose the opposite way of how we're supposed to follow the Most High. Why are we reading the New Testament? The fear of a thing to fall into the hands of the living Most High. And he is a consuming fire. And with fire, you get burned. And that's when he's coming back with fire. He put a rainbow in the sky to remind himself that he's not going to flood the earth anymore. Oh, but he's going to get you with some water. He tells you that. Look, go to Wisdom of Solomon. But he ain't going to flood the earth. But he going to get the wicked. He going to get them. Go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. Let's look at the 20th verse. It says, his severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. Hear that? Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad, and from the clouds. Like they're gonna shoot the missiles from the clouds. The only thing we can think of is nuclear power, right? He said, then shall the right aiming thunderbolts, meaning they're gonna be aimed at a particular place or places, go abroad in the air and from the clouds, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark. Remember what we read? Revelation 6, gonna be like a scroll. Like we can only think of what? Nuclear destruction. Gonna come from the clouds, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark. And hailstones full of wrath shall be cast as out of a stone bow. And the water, here it is, and the water of the sea shall rage against them. And the flood shall cruelly drown them. And we just seen, well, I seen it, the class heard it, where they're saying they predicted famine, and they said it's going to be World War III. No, they said it's going to be lights out. Then World War III. And then an asteroid that's coming to the earth that's going to split when it hit the atmosphere. One going to go into the Atlantic Ocean, one going to go into the Pacific Ocean. Well, I can see this being fulfilled. We don't know how the Most High going to do what he going to do, but this got to happen. This is what he said. And the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the flood shall cruelly drown them. That's what it's showing. You say you got information from people that's in high positions in America and in Russia. He said the flood shall cruelly drown them. And they said this was what's supposed to happen. Yeah, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty. I mean, they coming down. That's why, going back to Amos, the 9th chapter. In verse 8, he say, behold, the eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom. Now you gonna tell me that America's a righteous kingdom? He said, I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Saving, you're going to save somebody that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Most High. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, because we scattered among all nations. Matter of fact, they had their hand in that too, and scattered us among all nations. And we fell in 70 AD, for sure, for sure, for sure. What they did. But we have to consider this was already told to us before it happened. This would happen. So just like you don't believe in the Most High now, or y'all don't believe in the Mashiach Yahushua, like you should, in these last days, it's going to be too late to cry to him when it go down. That's why he says in Luke 21 and 24, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. You see? So we fell completely as the Israelites from our land of Israel in 70 AD. You see what it says? Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, these other nations, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. That's why 2 Ezra 6 and 9 says, for Esau is the end of the world. You hear now, the Most High said he bringing his eyes of the Most High upon the sinful kingdom. And he going to destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving he will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob. That's 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel that he's going to redeem. Remember, it's going to be a remnant of these nations we just read about it. Remnant of East Edom, remnant of the heathen, right? It's right here. That they may possess the remnant of Edom. Did we say? But lo, he will command and will sift the house of Israel among all nations. We scattered among all nations, like his corn is sifted in the sea. Yet shall not the least, that's the 1/3 compared to the 2/3, grain fall upon the earth. Because 2/3 is going to fall upon the earth and burn in the destruction that you're going to bring on this earth. You're going to kill them. The 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel are going to be redeemed. That's why it says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, by the destruction that he's bringing on this earth. In our time, in the last days, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. He's going to kill you. Because y'all saying the Most High hate the sin, but he loves the sinner. And that's a lie. We done read that a few places. That's a lie. That's not the truth at all. I don't know where y'all get that from. But Most High said he hate all abominations. All abominations. He said he hate Ecclesiastes 12 and 6. Make it mean something different. For the Most High hateth sinners. Y'all say he loved sinners, but he hate the sin. For the Most High hateth sinners. Like we read, go back to 2 Peter 2 and 4. Most High hateth sinners. 2 and 4. For if Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell. Salakia, get my page right. Cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment, right? This is what it says. Ecclesiastes 12 and 6. For the Most High hateth sinners and will repay vengeance unto the unrighteous, and keepeth them against the almighty day of their punishment. That's their judgment. Punishment. See? Just like it says there. They being reserved unto judgment. And we done went through that. So now that he got rid of all the sinners of his people, got rid of destroyed the evil kingdom from off the earth. In verse, going back to Amos 9 and 12, it says that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen. See, that's what we're going to get. And I showed you why they say it's called by their name, because look, you going to tell me they don't say they the Most High? Called by the name of the Most High? They ain't saying they the Most High right there? Huh? That's not them saying they the Most High? Open up the book when the heathen start to paint the likeness of their images. Called by my name. Look, here go Jesus Christ. Right here. This not Caesar Borgia. What could be? I mean, this is not the Warner Salmon edition. Like this right here. This is the one that y'all mainly have. If I can get it right, it's 3D. That's one that y'all mainly have right here. This cat, that's Warner Salmon. He the one that did this picture. You see it? If I can get it to focus in right. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all done seen it. Y'all got it all put in your church and your houses everywhere. So that's why I say that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name, said the Most High that doeth this. Now, one other way. Let's go to Isaiah 47 and Let's look at how they call by his name. Isaiah 47 and verse 10. But thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, talking to the Edomites, so-called white man. Thou hast said, none seeth me. That's that you don't see me spirit, right? Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. They tell you that they have all the nations in, you see the whole world, all the nations by their sorceries. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Now, you tell me, if you will. Let's go right quick to John 8. John the 8th chapter. And this is what the wicked of our people believe. Just what they told them. They believe this. They believe just what they told them. John the 8th chapter, the 53rd verse. It say, art thou greater than our father Abraham, which is dead? It was the so-called leaders of the Israelites, Pharisees, scribes, and all them asking them, art thou greater than our father Abraham, which is dead? And the prophets are dead, whom makest thou thyself, right? And I'm here because to show you that they have said there, I am. Verse 48. Mashiach said to them, they said, who you think you are? You know how we are. Mashiach said to them, verily, truly, truly, verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am. Hear that? What did they say? They said, I am. Show me a Bible with all the people in the Bible are Japanese or Chinese or East Indians or Eskimos or Vietnamese or you name another nation. This is what they say. Isaiah 47 and 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, in their mind, I am, and none else beside me. Now, Mashiach said in John 8:58, when they say, who do you think you are? In verse 53, what did he say? Mashiach said unto them, verily, verily, truly, truly, I say unto you, before Abraham was, before Abraham even came on the earth, I am. Then took they up stones to cast at him. But Mashiach hid himself and went out of the temple.